Okay, so let's get down to the nuts and bolts of your live presentation. Now that you've chosen a product, what are we going to do with it? Well, I'm going to warn you right now about this next section. I really geek out about, I get really excited about. So just bear with me, but hopefully it'll give you some perspective on what you're going to be doing when you're creating your live presentation. And some of you might decide to use a script. Some of you might speak off the cuff, do what's most natural for you. I will tell you this, if you're doing a script, intend on building on that script as time goes by. And I say that because it's probably a lot shorter than you think it is, quite frankly. And if your script is like 1 minute and you're going live for 30 minutes, that means you're gonna say for 30 times. And if you're going longer than that, it's gonna be even longer. So just remember that. And if you start with a script, know you're gonna build upon it. Okay. If you're not a script person, think about kind of the things you want to touch base and talk about, and we'll kind of go from there. All right. So let's talk about the live presentation. First and foremost, these are my 4 E's for going live. Whenever you're up there talking, I want to remind you that you are really the person's best friend. Truly, they're coming to your live, they're coming to your room, and they're looking for knowledge. So let's give them that knowledge. First of all, you want to educate them on the product, educate them on the problem that your product solves. Everyone's product solves a problem. It could just be even like a desire to buy something random and new, but everyone's product does actually solve a problem. So let them know what that problem is. Give them an education. They might not even realize that they had the problem, they had the need for that thing, but you're going to showcase that by educating them on not just the product, but also the problem. Because if you show someone they have a problem and you're able to show them that what you have solves it, they're in. Like, that's just a given. They don't care how much it costs, they want it. Okay. The second thing you want to focus on is really empowering them. Okay. So once I've told you have a problem, you have a problem, then you need to, and I'm going to just use this because I have these right here. So I've got JLab headphones sitting here. And someone might think, oh my gosh, this is so indulgent. Why do I need headphones? Okay. First thing I'm going to do is talk and educate them about the fact that in 2024, guess what? We all need our own personal sound system. We're walking around with phones, smartphones, with really computers, and we need to be able to have conversations privately. We need to be able to enjoy music or TikTok or whatever we're doing. And it is totally normal in 2024 to have your own sound system. If you don't, that's a problem. Okay. Next thing is empowering them on making that, like actually empowering them on making that decision, on purchasing that, on getting that thing. Okay. So the problem is we all need our own personal sound system. Maybe the problem is that too many of you are talking on speakerphone in public. There's a problem. So what are the solutions? Well, there's different types of solutions, right? Solution might be like, just don't talk in public on the phone. Another solution might be, hey, a solution is trying those pods or those things, those in-ear buds. Okay. Then I might actually go to another problem right here and talk about, but the problem with that is sometimes your ears hurt. A lot of people, they don't fit in their ear. It just kind of it's not convenient, but there is another option: over-the-ear headphones. Okay, so I might talk a little bit about that and why that is beneficial, and empower them to be able to make a decision on what kind of personal sound system they want to get. So I've shown them there's a problem. We all need our personal sound system. We're always on the go. Number two, I'm empowering them by showing them different options of a personal sound system. Then I'm equipping them with the knowledge on how to get it. Now, here's the thing. I'm equipping them in a couple ways. I'm telling them right here, I've got the product. It's literally inside the cart. You're going to tap on there and you're going to go ahead and purchase it. Maybe even incentivizing them with a sale, right, of some sort, but also equipping them with the fact that this is a problem that does need solving, and it's not an indulgence to do it. Okay. So giving them even the nuts and bolts on how to purchase. Sometimes we assume that since we've been on TikTok for a minute, that means everyone else has been too. And that's just not the case. And a lot of people don't even know how to shop on TikTok. And so you want to equip them with the how to do that. That goes into not only how to tap on the cart, and add it to their cart and purchase it, but also letting them know the different ways they can purchase, letting them know exactly, like putting their address, all that information, believe it or not, especially for those of you who are working on a script, adding that into your script is very helpful, because whenever you're presenting not only to the person who's an expert, but also presenting to the person who is brand new. Okay. And if you weave in the education, the empowerment, and the equipment, and you equip them, you literally will be talking to each person. People give you the time to do that. Okay. Now, last but not least, and I kind of went out of order because I know I did 1, 2, 3, but 4 is entertaining. And entertainment can be a bunch of different things. If you're funny, be yourself. If you are like someone who can do a Rubik's Cube in like 10 seconds or 13 seconds, then be that person. It is okay to geek out on education. So I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, I've got to be a comedian, but be entertaining. And that also means not being perfect. Okay. No one is watching you for perfection. I promise you they're not. Okay. If they wanted perfection, they would go to the store. They would read the actual information. They don't want to do that. They want to be entertained. And if you entertain them, even if they don't want to buy the product that you have right there, they're going to want to follow you. They're going to come back and see what else you have to offer. We also have to remember, and I'm a firm believer of this, when we talk about going live, it's not just about selling the product. It's about being able to give people a little bit of distraction. We have no idea what's going on in their lives. You don't know. And being in your room can be that moment they're able to just forget about what else is going on. That also leads to, and we will talk about this later, but making sure you recognize people, recognizing them, thanking them for being there, thanking them for commenting, thanking them for liking and sharing. Because at the end of the day, just being seen, hearing their name, people love that. Okay. We are not seen in society enough. And you actually have a really awesome vehicle when you're going live to be that person who shows someone else that they are seen and they do matter. Okay. So entertainment can be all sorts of things, but you do want to be entertaining. If you're just reading the manual, which I don't recommend in 80 gajillion different ways, that's not entertaining. That's not fun. Okay. How many of you have you scrolled through TikTok and found yourself watching something completely random because it's just entertaining? Like, what am I still doing here? It's entertaining. Being real is the best entertainment you can be. And remember, people don't want to see perfection. And I'm going to go a little deeper with that and just remind you, the reason reality TV is so ingrained in our society. And I remember, I'm old enough to remember when reality TV was just starting and everyone's like, it's never going to last. The reason that it's lasted so long is because it does two things. It like scratches two itches for us all. Number one, it makes us realize we're not that odd. We're not that different. We're not that weird because there's other people just like us. Or it shows us that there are people that are stranger than we are. And either of the things we love. Back in the days where there were malls and people hung out at malls, again, I remember that as well too. People would love to just people watch, because it's like interesting to see different people and how they react. That's reality television, and you are the ultimate reality TV because it's like live. People can experience you. There's a reason that Love Island USA was so popular this past season. Not only because, and I don't know when you're watching this, but in 2024, not only because the cast, like they just like chef's kiss on that cast, but also because it was kind of, you watched it 6 times a week. It was almost as real time as you can get for reality TV. And that's what people enjoy, the reality in real time. Well, you, my friends, are right there in real time doing your thing. So be totally yourself, unabashedly yourself, burn the pizza, like do whatever is normal for you because people are going to love that and they're going to be ingratiated to you. All right. This is actually not the part where